Hey everybody, happy third or fourth week of quarantine. I'm not even sure anymore. Um, just wanted to show up today, and I've been doing a lot of writing. So I've got my notebook here, kind of wanted to read a little bit about my thoughts on sobriety. It's been a long time since I've had an alcoholic beverage, which alcohol, I think for a lot of you and for me at that time, was a crutch that I leaned on. Um, so, yeah, been doing a lot of podcasting, doing a lot of listening, and I just wanted to share a little bit about what I wrote. So, here we go. Let's do a meditation for sobriety today. We've come to a time now where so much was going on that I had forgotten to acknowledge the badge of honor that I wore proudly and yet regard so lightly. It's that I've been sober for 2 years now, plus a few weeks, since COVID-19 started taking over everything. And I wanted to host a meditation for sobriety. I didn't really ascribe to any way of becoming sober. I actually tried Alcoholics Anonymous, AA. I did a lot of therapy, which probably helped significantly, and a number of other things. But the thing that really got me to a place of strength was what Brene Brown in her research called the BIG, boundaries that keep my integrity and enable me to still be generous. And the big was something that really came through for me when I was trying to just eliminate alcohol out of my life. where could I where could I stand so that I still kept my integrity, and was still generous to people and really not trying to throw my pain at others. And that kind of got me thinking, where in my life had I been generous? For years, it was all about me being the life of the party, me forgetting my problems, letting down my walls, and losing my integrity. And Brene Brown also said this, which when I heard it really, really struck a chord with me. A huge chord, actually. Any pain we do not transform, we transmit. Okay, let me say that again. Any pain we do not transform, we transmit. Repeat that a few more times to yourself. Wow. Wow. When I heard that, what I really heard was, where did you pass on your pain? Where did you point the finger? How did I victimize myself in this whole addiction, and why wasn't I able to transform that pain? You see, the easy part of recovering from any addiction is actually quitting. The hardest part is doing the work you were ignoring when you had that liquor to rely on, or to lean on, or distract yourself from. And that's when you transform the pain. That's when you transform the pain. It's the months of social gatherings and cozy Friday nights where you choose not to go out and put yourself in a situation where you may not be able to say no, so you stay in. And with this new relationship you begin with yourself, you slowly begin to unpack part of your pain that kept you drinking for just so long. And you remember when you did it, so that pain wouldn't be transmitted any longer to any one of the several people that were once there just trying to help. You begin to think of all those bridges you burned along the way and the dignity you lost to people who you may have really cared about, only to reach out to those angels months or even years later to realize that they've buried those moments and moved on with their lives or have forgotten you in their own way. And so we continue to do the work. And it's often unnoticed by the closest family members and our bestest friends because they don't know the thoughts that cross your mind as you try to develop this new version of yourself while still craving that hit, that dopamine rush, that fix. For any one of you that are sober now, you may have noticed it's not just one thing that you quit, is it? it's whole parts of your life. It's just to make it easier to not do that one thing that you craved. So you have to kind of remove whole parts in order for you not to spiral down again. Or you replace it with another thing, more healthy or more socially acceptable addiction, like coffee drinking or weed smoking. Nobody said it would be easy. The hard stuff, like I said, is the work you do on yourself after the fact, when nobody's looking, to maintain your emotional regulation or your stress response from boiling over or your irritability from skyrocketing. I know that one. Let me tell you this, people don't see the choices that you make every day in your own head. They only see the result. They don't see the choice of your sobriety. They just see you. They don't see the hardship that you go through as you're trying to figure it out. Maybe they catch glimpses of it, but they don't see the full thing. And years later, they still don't see what you see in your own head. Okay? And with that, for that, I commend you for showing up for yourself, for showing up for the new relationship with yourself that you've been working on this whole time, for working on your responses to unexpected situations or behaviors of others in your life. And with that feeling of gratitude in mind, accept this commending and find yourself a very comfortable position. Keep that gratitude in your mind. Keep that gratitude for yourself, for your work, at the forefront of your mind. Begin to get comfortable and allow a smile to form on your face. And maybe for a few moments here, we can begin the work of transforming that pain we may have felt or still feel. Close your eyes and begin to feel the energies of your spine give you strength. Begin to feel the energies of your spine give you a backbone. Begin to feel yourself developing your own boundaries. Those boundaries that keep your integrity. Boundaries that keep your generosity. Boundaries that help you commit to doing your own work and transmitting your own pain into Mother Earth so that pain can be transformed and not transmitted to any other soul. Ask for Mother Earth to take this pain and give it a gentle transmission. Transmute it down. Mother Earth, the great recycler, ask her to do some of the work with you. I know some of you don't feel that strong, but you're doing it. You're here, you're showing up. Keep that smile on. Envision those boundaries. Interweave those boundaries with integrity. Strengthen those boundaries. And insulate each side of those boundaries with generosity. Strengthening, letting them show up in whatever ways feel most natural. The hard stuff is the stuff you do when nobody's looking. That's where you can find love, where you can find healing, where you can find transformation. And when you're ready, come back to the room, to the sound of my voice. Back to your own body. With a smile, a big, generous smile. Shout out to you for keeping the work going, doing the stuff behind closed doors. Mwah. Your journey is not over yet. Keep going. Much love.